Good afternoon. Today we are going to learn graphical user interface, how we are going to implement graphical user interface in Python. So first of all we want to know what is graphical user interface. So graphical user interface is nothing but a desktop application or mobile application which helps you to interact with the computers. Okay. If you go for think about the Windows, so we have seen that one floppy type symbol is there. So that is nothing but your graphical user interface. Okay. Similarly, we can create here. This is the user entry form. This is user entry form. So this is your name. This is your address. This is known as your submit button is there. Submit button is there. So this is your graphical user interface. So how you are going to create graphical user interface in Python. So today we are going to learn that one. So graphical user interface, they are used for perform different tasks in the desktops, laptop and other electronic devices. Okay. GUI apps like text editors are used to create, read, update and delete different types of files. GUI applications also like your sudo, chess is also a GUI based annotator and games which we can play. And similarly graphical user GUI apps like Google Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge are used to browse through your internet. So this is basic for your graphical user interface. Now, what are the libraries available in Python for graphical user interface? So many standard GUI libraries are there. Few of them are the main, easy and by default available in Python, that is your tkinter. Yes, tkinter. So whenever we are going for this one, so we break up this word in three parts. First is T, second is kin and last is your ter. So we pronunciation that tkinter. So this is the famous and this is easy for implement graphical user interface. And second one is our JPython. So this is a platform for Java. JPython is a platform for Java. Similarly, we go for WaxPython. It is open source. Okay, and this is cross-platform GUI toolkit that has been written in C++. Okay, it's one of the alternative of tkinter, okay, which is bundled with your Python. The other so many are also there, like your Kiwi is there, Python Qt is there, so many others are there. But our main focus in our course we have going to see our tkinter. Yes. So now, what is the case? So tkinter is a by default GUI library that is available with your Pythons. So it is based on the TK toolkit, originally designed for the tool command language. This is for your TCL. Due to TK popularity, it has been taught as a variety of other scripting languages like our Perl, like our Ruby, Python. So this all are there. Next, tkinter is an inbuilt Python module. This module is already built here in Python to create a simple GUI. So it is most commonly used module for GUI in the Python. Okay. So how we are going to use this one in our Python program? So first we have to import the tkinter. As we already written a lot of programs, so whenever we want to use any module, on that time we have to import the module first. So how we are going to do this one in Python? So first we write the first statement for our GUI will be your import tkinter. Yes. Next. So this is the way. If 90% possibility is there, the tkinter is by default available. But if it is not available, so we can import, we can download. Okay, we can download it with pip command. Okay, and after that we can import it tkinter. So whenever we are going to write the program using tkinter, so that has been divided into 4 steps. Mainly 4 steps are there. First, we are going to import the tkinter. Second, we are going to create our GUI application for Windows. And after that, we are adding widgets. Widgets means label, text. Here, text is known as your entry, and your buttons. These all are widgets. So third step, we are going to add the widgets. And finally, after that, we are going to call your main event loop. Yes. So these are the 4 steps required. I have shown here in the form of your graph. First step is your import tkinter module. After that, create GUI application main window, and after that we are going for creating your add widgets, and finally we go for your main event loop. Yes. So now we are going to see how we are going to use this one. Yes. Now we are going to take one example here. So what is the first step? Now I am going to summarize here. First, we are going to import. 4 stages are there. So first stage, you import tkinter. After that, second stage, we are going for create main window. Yes, this is the second step for creating graphical user interface in Python. And the third step is your add widgets. That is according to your requirement. According to your requirements, you can add the widgets. And finally, you go for the last step, that is nothing but your, what you are going to do? Main loop. We are going to call here main loop. So these are the 4 steps whenever we are creating any graphical user interface in Python using tkinter. So we will use this one. Yes. Next, now we are going to create one simple form. Simply I want to create this one with I want to create this with one submit button. Okay. So whenever we submit this user interface, I want to create. So how I am going to create this one? So for that purpose, what we will do first, as we all know, the first step is our importing tkinter. Second step is your create main window. After that, we are add widgets, and third step is your main loop. So how we are doing this one? So we are going to see here. So there are 3 ways by which we can import the tkinter. You all know, you already read this one. So what is the first step? Either I am going to do this one, import tkinter. Yes, import tkinter means it will import all the as we all know that module is consist of your class, function, method and variables. So it will call all. So whenever we are using on that time, we will use this complete name tkinter. But I want to create an object, so on that time import tkinter as tk. So after this statement, whatever things we want to access from tkinter, on that time we will write your tk. This is the second one. Third one is your from tkinter import. If I want to import all, on that time we will write star. Otherwise, if you want access a specific class or a specific module, a specific method, a specific function, on that time we write the name. But here we are using this one. So these are the 3 ways by which we are going to import. You people are free to use any method. Now I am going to take this one. Yes. Here. So how we are going to write the program? So first I am going to write here this method I am going to use. So first step is your import. What about the second step? Second step is your, what is the second step? We want to create a window. So I can write here any valid identifier name. It is not reserved. I am writing here window. window. So it does not mean that this window is your reserved words. This is the name given by the programmer. This is valid identifier. Only one rule is applied here, that is your valid identifier. Okay. So how we are going to create the window? So for that purpose we use right here tkinter. Yes. Tkinter. Module name is tkinter dot. Here we are going to write here the tk. So this is the way by which we can create your which method? We are going to create the window. And this is the place where we want to put all the widgets. But if I want to write the title of the window, on that time, its title means where? This place. Title means user entry form. So this is the title of this. So for that purpose, we write what you can write here. Here we are going to write here this name window dot title equal to title within bracket whatever you want headings. So we are going to write here user entry form. Yeah. So this will appear here. Now we have completed our second steps. Now the third step is I want to add the widgets. So how we are going to add the widgets? So for that purpose, if you want to add the widgets, so what we are going to do? We are going to write the name of the widgets. Suppose I want to add label, so I will write here label. Yes, label we are going to write. So how we are going to write here label equal to, is it mandatory that we are giving name label only? No. This is your valid identifier. You can write L1 also. Only we have one rule is applied here, that is valid identifier. Okay. So here label equal to, we are going to write here. How we are going to write? Which module having the label? So here tkinter dot label. Here everyone keep in mind this underline one L is your capital letter. If you write in a small letter, so then it will display some errors. Yes, because here we are going to call the here your label class. Okay, now where we are going to add this one? In this window, this main window. What is the name of the main window here? Main window name is window. So we are going to write here window. This is the first we are going to write. After that, what will be the text? Yes, what will be the text? So your text is, we are going to write here, this is the second parameter, second argument we say that text equal to, what is going to write, giving the name, that is your name. If you want to mention the length and width, so you can also mention, but here we are not going to consider. Yes. Now after that I want to display this one. So how we are going to display this one? On that time we will go here, we write here dot pack. We are using the pack method. Here pack is there. Otherwise if we miss here, then we can write here label dot pack. Both are same. Label dot pack. Now we want to create entry. So on that time we will write here entry equal to tkinter dot entry where we are going to add window. If you want to write width, so you can use this one, and after that if you want you can use it here text. If you want to put by default value, on that we are going to write here text. Suppose here name. So this will, by default it will appear. By default it will appear. But whenever you write anything inside, on that time the name, this word has been removed. Again we are going to add this one. So this value will be your entry dot pack. So it will attach to your main window. Now one more option is pending here, that is your button. Yes. So what about the value button? So again we are going to create one more widget. So that is known as your button. So you can write button. This is again I am telling you, this is not your reserve word, this is your valid identifier only. So button equal to, here we write tkinter dot button. Here you people will be conscious that this letter will be here B, here E, here L, that all are in your capital letter. Button here, where we are going to attach that one? In the window. And what will be the text there? So text we are going to write here, text equal to submit. Again we are going to add. So this is your button. If you have the space, we can write here, because lack of space I am writing here, button dot pack. So whatever things we require here, label here, this is your label, this is your text or entry, we say that in terms of Python we say that entry, and this is your, so these components. So now we have created this one. So finally we completed up to this stage. Now we are going for the main. So what is the case? Now we are going to do here, that is your, we are going to write here window dot window. What is the window here? Window is nothing but the name of your main window. Window dot, here we write here main window functions. With this program has been completed. Whenever we run the program, after that we will got the output like this one. Whenever we run this program, on that time we will get the output like this one. So the final output will be appear like this. The final output will appear like here. The title will be, because we have written here user entry form, so it is your user entry form. Label is name, so label we have mentioned here name. Here by default text, that is name, so we have given here name. So here it will come name. Okay, and after that we are going to add buttons. So this is your button. Okay, then what about the values? If you press the button, submit button, on that time what happens? Nothing happens, because we have not given any instruction to the submit button. Yes, so we can use the button action property, action attributes, where we can write the function, okay, and we write the function's definition inside the program. On that time whatever instruction you will set, that has been reflected